And this is so special to us because it's going to define the way we're going to coordinate our wildlife research in the country. Initially, we used to get to collect information. Everybody was collecting information. There was no coordination. There was no an authority that would actually look at what is being collected. And today, as we launch this, WRTI becomes an authority that is going to collate and collect the information and also work with other partners in the field of research, and specifically in the research field of wildlife. We're focusing this research on 7 key and priority thematic areas. We're looking at the wildlife population dynamics, the wildlife health, the wildlife bioprospecting. We're looking at the common one that has been around the wildlife and human interactions. We're looking at the wildlife economy, and we're looking at also the genetics of our wildlife. Now we've been doing the wildlife census in our country. We did it for the first time in 2021, and we're going to do it for the second time in 2024. And therefore, we needed an institute and a roadmap that can actually guide us in terms of the information and the data that we are collecting across the country. Remember, we'll be launching the report on the impact of drought, the second report he did very soon. So very soon, before the end of next month, we are calling you so that we can launch that report, and you will be in a position to get the real position in terms of the impact of drought and any other challenge that is around that area.
The Institute has deployed the resources that the government, for the first time, allocated us to do research and training, and also, together with the external partners present here, undertake 16 research projects that we identified as very priority for the sector. And some of them included assessing the current capacity of closed systems. You know, we have closed system, we have open system, which is the majority of our protected area. And we have closed system like Roma National Park, with the highest population of Rothschild giraffes. They have black rhinos, they have white rhino. It is hosting the only roan antelope that are in this country, numbering less than 30. We've been able to do a biomass assessment to determine the capacity that is required within that reserve, including recommending to management, KWS, to destock some of those giraffes to their former ranges in the community conservancies in Baringo, where this setup has been done. And through that research, the management can now implement the restocking of safer areas. And that has happened in many of the areas, and some are lined up, like assessing the capacity of Moya National Reserve.
Our populations are growing or not. Wildlife genetics and health and forensics. And the overall objective under this thematic area is to ensure that wildlife, livestock, and human health is safeguarded through a One Health approach. And also that patterns of disease transmission, spillover, and spillback are well understood. And that genetic characteristics of our populations are clear. Human-wildlife interactions continue to be an important aspect in our country. And the overall objective of this thematic area is to ensure that scientific information guides the development of standards, methods, and tools to assess and strengthen resource governance, both at national, county, and community levels. Number 6 is a very important subject today, the impact of climate change, with the overall objective of this thematic area is to develop early warning systems, wildlife species management, and implement mitigation and adaptation measures that are necessary, and also, more importantly, to pilot nature-based solutions to address
of sagas under the Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Heritage. Any CEO who is here, please step forward.